All right, hey, hello guys. I got a McLaren Alva here, and it doesn't have any accents on it from Aurora, and it's never been mounted. Yeah, we've heard that before, right? It's never been mounted. It's really nice though. First thing I did is I checked the screw post deep inside. They look pristine. They look great. There's no threads from Aurora. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I can't wait to get in this. I need some parts. I'll gather the parts and then we'll go from there. Okay, just been scrounging through the parts bin. I got the chassis mostly all the way there. Obviously we're gonna need some tires. Got some tire screws, the windshield. Now the axle, I was looking at it, and where the axle is like slick there, it's got some oxidation, a little bit of rust on it. We'll have to clean that up. We got the pipes, and the guy there, the head, I must have made that 20 plus years ago. I found that in my parts bin, and if it's painted up the way it is, I made that, and again, about 20 years ago. Got a guide pen, and as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the tires here. We need some hubcaps, guys. I don't have any hubcaps. Let's go over here real quick just for fun. Yep, thought they're on the top there. Very good. Very good. We got some hubcaps. Okay. All right. Very good. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and cut those off the card, and we'll start building this thing up. Great. Just cut them off the card. And again, you guys know if I have something on the card, there's a good chance that might come off of it. That's why I got it. That's why I got it. I know a lot of guys love keeping stuff mint on the card. I truly do too, but I can't play with it. I cannot play with it when it's mint on the card. I'm sorry. I'm here to try to have some fun with this stuff. Looking at it, a lot of people love to look at it mint on the card, and it's valuable, but man, I want to play with it. I want to play with it. Okay, good. We got everything we need. I have not tested the chassis yet. Let's go ahead and do that. Put this over here. Sorry about that. Get the transformer on. Grab that bugger. I had the chassis in my parts bin, but I have not tested it yet. Sorry, so there we go. Wow, okay, sounds pretty good. Sounds like it's running free, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like anything's rubber or anything like that. So we might take it apart, take a look at it, see what we get. Just a sec. All right, good, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. That top plate's off. Looks like it may have got hot in there at one time, so that tells me oil. We'll check the brush tension, but boy, it looks like it got hot in there at one time. Let me get the magnets out real quick for us. Top one, good. Those are out. Got the brushes out. Let's take off the shoes. Okay. There we go, good. Got it apart. Debating whether to take the back axle out there or not. It doesn't look like it's got like rust or corrosion like the spare one I got. So let's go ahead and get the wire brush out and start cleaning this stuff. All right, fantastic. It's time to clean the bottom of the chassis. I'm going to do it with the wire brush. It should only take a little bit. I just want to get any like dirt, grime off, that kind of stuff. I'm just going over that whole bottom plate there. I usually turn it and get where the shoes go in a little bit. I just want to make sure that, you know, when the shoes do touch, it's going to be a good contact. I also turn it over, and I'm going to get the brush springs, just going to touch them. That's it. Yeah, much better, very good. I just touch them like that with the wire brush, and the wire brush hits the highest point. So that's the highest point is what cleans the brushes, or touches the brushes. I was just cleaning the brushes a second ago. You guys know how to do it. I just wipe them back and forth on the paper there, and it gets them good and polished up, is what it does. Okay, good. Let's do this. Time for what? Reassembly? Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and get some of these hubs on here. Boy, you can tell when it's the first time to have a hub. First time the hub's been on, boy, there's no give. There's no give. Let me do this. I'm going to take it over to the vise, and I'll get these on real quick. Okay, I'm just getting ready to stick it in the vise there. Just open it up a little bit wider than we need it to be. I put it in there and then very easily, you know, hey, oh, it needs to be adjusted a little bit. Now it's going on there, fine. You got time to do it. But once you start getting it on that axle, you better make sure that they're both perpendicular. There we go. There we go. A little bit tight, so I'm going to have to loosen it up just a little bit. When the hubs are a little bit too tight there, it only takes a second. You can just get right behind one on. There we go. And I just pried it just a bit, and now it rolls real good. Okay, good. Let's do this. Before I put the front axle on, is the McLaren Alva long wheelbase or short wheelbase? I forget. Make sure that's lined up good. Looks like a long wheelbase to me, guys. Okay, good. Now we know where to put the front axle, right? Now we know where to put the front axle. Gonna put that in there. Okay. And boy, okay, yeah, that rolled real good. Doing that sanding with the wire brush, absolutely wonderful. Boy, again, you can tell that's the first time that hub's ever been on. There's no, it doesn't give it all. It doesn't give it all. Okay, just a sec. I'm going to put this one in the vise, be right back. Just got that front hub on. I'm going to go ahead and stick the springs back for the shoes. Let's go ahead and get those in. There we go. Okay, and the other one. Have you ever had a spring get sprung and you can't find the darn thing? Yeah, me too. Too many times. And you know, thank goodness we can buy more of them these days. But I remember as a kid, the spring, boom, it shot off. Where'd it go? It went into the shag carpet. Yeah, you know what? Remember the shag carpet? We had like olive green. You try to find a spring in olive green shag carpet. I dare you. Go ahead. Be my guest. You know, it's like dad would never take you to the hobby store, and if you did go to the hobby store, you had to have some type of allowance to pay for the spring, and it wasn't going to happen, guys. Just wasn't going to happen. Okay, as you know, I like to oil a little bit as we put this back together, and I'm looking at the plate right there. A little bit of oil there, a little bit some in there, and I like oiling right there, just a little bit there, and that should be good. That should be good for the engine plate. Now let's get those brushes back in. Got those in. I'm going to put the idle gear in. Good. And I'm just spinning. It feels real good. Feels real good. Let's go ahead and get the brushes where they need to be. Boy, again, it looks like it got really hot in there. Oh, there goes a brush. I don't know what happened to the brush. It bailed. Don't know what happened to it. I looked for a second, and I decided to grab 2 new brushes. I did that. But, you know, we're just talking about, you know, new brushes, you know, as a kid and whatnot. My God, that could have never. If I would have lost a brush like that when I was younger, the T-Jet wouldn't have been running. I mean, that had been the end of it. You know what? That just been, we've been done. Okay, good. Let me get that engine clamp on. Okay, now it doesn't fit properly, so that tells me that the yep, I didn't get the brushes in there right. I started putting the engine clamp on, and then they must have bounced out. They must have bounced out, and that happens, and that's okay if it happens. You can put it back. You can do it again. See if I can do a little bit better job putting that top plate on evenly, smoothly. Okay, it's turning. So again, let's go ahead and try to get the clamp down. Still turning. Yeah, that looks good. See, the top plate is right in line with the body there, so we know we got it. Tires, we got to get the tires on there. Good. Good. Okay, a couple more. Starting to look like a proper chassis now, isn't it, guys? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are not too far away here. Let's see what else we have. We have the windshield. Just for fun, let's see if that fits. Okay. If I can get that center. Good. Went right in. Well, I'll tell you what. No, those aren't working. That's not even close. Well, it's close. It's real close. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. We're going to have to bore the holes out or cut the tabs off. No, let's bore the holes out just a little bit. Well, okay. Now, while we're dry fitting everything, let's check the engine. Got that over here. Oh, boy, that popped right in. Look at that. That popped right in. That's good. Put my finger on there. You go. Okay, good. Good. Well, it fills up the hole just right, doesn't it? Okay, good. Drop that out. And the head. Once again, I must have made this 20 plus years ago. Let's see if the head fits. Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it does. There you have it. Okay, good. 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 So next is drilling out those holes. Let me go ahead and find the appropriate bit. Okay, good. I kept checking sizes. I believe this one will be good. Should bore it out just enough for the pegs on the windshield to, yeah, see, just a tiny little bit. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I do have bigger, but boy, I'm going to go real thin on it first. Okay, that's it. Now let's see if this bugger fits again. Yep, there we go. Fantastic. Look at that. Boy, that's snug too. Let's get the head back in there. Boy, that's good. That's good. Boy, I'm digging it. This is definitely coming along. Okay, we will need some glue for the engine there. And what I intend to do here is I'll get a toothpick, but then I will put just a little bit of glue right in there. So when it drops in, it's going to drop into like a little spot of glue, and it should hold it just fine. Let me get a toothpick. Okay, I use quite a bit of this Scott's glue, the maximum strength adhesive. That's probably one of the biggest questions I have gotten over the years with doing slot cars and whatnot, is what kind of glue I use for certain things. I use this stuff all the time, have been for many years. Okay, got just a little bit on there, probably more than I should, but this is such a fine, yeah, there we go. It's such a fine toothpick I got. That should be fine. Right, yeah, there you go. Got a little excess. Okay, get it away. Let's go ahead and drop the engine in just for fun. There you go. Like it's made to fit. Probably because it was made to fit. Okay, good. All right, let me get my glue cleaned up and get the bench straightened up here in just a sec. All right, good. I don't like having a messy work area. I always try to get things straight. If I can't see it or if I can't find it, I can't use it. You know what I mean? Okay, we're coming down to it. I just thought it. We're coming down to it. What do we have left? The holes for the screw post. That's all we have left here. And then we put on the track. We have some fun with it. Put it in the collection. Again, you guys know I did a video a bit ago. The guy was claiming he had a never been mounted dune buggy, and when you looked at the pictures, well, there was threads in the screw post. Well, Aurora never made them with threads. He contended they did. I contend differently. Here's one truly never been mounted, and if it's the first time you've seen the threads here, or that you've seen the tubes, there's no threads. There's absolutely no threads. They're just pristine. They're very nice. Okay, I'm going to start the process of getting threads in here now that it's my piece, and I know that it was truly never mounted. So I just finger tighten both of them. Get the second one in here. Then I'm going to get the screwdriver a little bit forward, a little bit backwards, a little bit forward, a little bit backwards till I get in. I'm going to do it in front of me. I'm going to do it off the camera. I like to have this right in my chest, just right up against when I do it. I don't want, here's what I don't want. I don't want the screwdriver, me doing it so hard, or, it comes down here and scratches it, or goes, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do it right in front of me, guys. I'll show you the progress. Well, I'll tell you what, that front one, boy, it went in pretty good. And I know that I've gone far enough, because that little gap right there, the chassis and guide pin, that's smaller than the chassis and guide pin. All right, let me go ahead and get started on the back one. All right, good. I think I got them where I want them. They both look like they're in there pretty good. Let me go ahead and back them out. We'll get the chassis on here. It is time to get this thing mounted. Okay. Oh my God. I did the wrong wheelbase. I did the wrong wheelbase, guys. I thought it was a long. Oh boy. Just a sec. Now it's time to get the body on the chassis there. That should go in. Good. Got that. Let's go ahead and get the front screw in with the guide pin. Got that loaded up for us. There we go. Make sure that guide pin is sitting properly, and it is not. So I'm going to push down just a little bit. Good. Now it went into the slot really good. Tighten up the back one. Good. A little bit of play. Tighten it up some more. Good. And then tighten the front one up just a little bit more. Good. That's snug. Everything looks good. I think it's track time, guys. Let me get the camera resituated. Boy, I tell you what, to me, boy, it looks too good not to run. How could you get this and not play with it? Look at the trans harness. You know what I mean? How could you not, want to hit the, oh boy, that looks good. How could you not want to hit the juice on that, huh? Oh boy. Looks so clean going around the track, you know what? Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, boy, that looks great. Let me go ahead and get the rest of the collection of these. I just pulled the slot car bin out there where I had the rest of them. And this being red should probably go next to the red one, right? Let me go ahead and resituate these, just a sec. Boy, they look good in there. I do admire them. I do admire just looking at them. And going around the track at the pace that the old T-Jets did, to me, it's never too fast. I said it a bunch of times. I love the guys that go after the fastest slot car in the world. I don't want to race a blur. I want to be able to see, hey, is that really a Chevy? Is that a Ford? Is that a bike? What is it? What is it? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really love the ones that don't have any accents on them from Aurora, and that's what all these are. I'm sure there's more out there. I just absolutely love them. All right, guys, take care. See ya. Hey, I know I ended off just a second ago. I finally got my cars who I want. I got one over here. It's been on the bench for a little bit. A good buddy of mine, Kyle, sent it to me, and it is in such nice condition. One of the upcoming videos, I'm going to show you what condition it was in before he got it, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with it now that it's on my bench. All right, guys, have fun. See ya.